want to ask you about Minnesota first. Just your overall impressions on how to stop them. What do you see on tape?
Yeah, they're playing really well. I think they're playing some of their best football right now. They're doing a nice job in the run game. They're running the ball downhill, putting a lot of stress on the interior and the edge of the defensive line. Obviously, when you do that, you put stress on the coverage, and they know that, and they're using that to their advantage with the RPO game. Obviously, we're not wholesale changing anything that we do, and just we do what we do, and we'll with the players that we have, and we'll attack them with a good game plan.
The slow starts, is it a concern because most teams are probably still in their scripted plays that they're having so much success as opposed to adjusting to what you guys do as the game progresses? Is that something that alarms you, that the script is being so successful early on?
Yeah, obviously, you ask me that question every week because it's happening. It's repeatedly happening. It's a problem. But they're not glaring schematical issues. It's a missed tackle here or there. Out in open space. So I got to do a better job of calling the defense.
You said tackling. What can you do on October 14th? I guess is it something where your team just either tackles well or they don't, and that's decided in training camp?
No. We work on tackling just like everyone else does, and we work on tackling fanatically. But when you get into open spaces, those create problems. That's why they do it. They find those spaces, and and they put their athletes in space and make a one-on-one tackle. And we haven't been very good at that. So, like I said, there's certain things that I could do schematically to help them. That will continue to do to help them. We'll change. We're continuously changing the coverages up to help them.
Willington Prevalon. What have you kind of seen from him? I think he's been one of the real bright spots on the defense.
Yeah, love Will. Will's been phenomenal. He's a reason why we're playing. I think obviously the yardage doesn't tell the whole story, right? The stats never tell the whole story. He's having a tremendous year. He's leading the front. I'm glad we have him, because we can utilize his talent. He had a big, pass breakup on a third down that was really awesome to see, and he's been solid up front and technically really sound. He's fun to watch. If you ever have a minute just to watch Will Prevalon, it's he's really become a solid football player for us and for Rutgers.
You shuffled up your back, your safety, and Christian started, I think, and then Trey played a lot more. Wondering, what the results of that. Were you happy with it? Do you expect to see more personnel changes back there?
Yeah, we're just finding the some combinations back there, and. When a guy's struggling a little bit, you like to, grab him and, coach him up and bring somebody else in there and give another guy a chance. But yeah, we've been kind of, doing that, regularly this season, just to get those guys, with their feet underneath them and seeing the things that they need to see. But yeah, we have a solid two deep right now. Christian Izzian will start the game, for us, at the one safety position. We're pretty happy with what he did once he got in the game. So yeah. Good. Yeah. Thanks, guys.